Hi, good morning. Oh no,
Hi.
afternoon. Okay, never mind. It's okay.
Good
Just
morning.
go on.
Good.
What? Yeah. Good day. Yeah.
Well, I mean, talking about
Good
the day.
Monday. Yeah.
Welcome to Lead Out Loud, when I have the opportunity to speak to Singtel leaders about motivation, connections, and being grounded at work. Today we have Cyndi Pei, CFO, Singtel Digital InfraCo, and Nxera. Welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
So Cyndi, you talk a lot about growth as being part of work. What does thriving mean to you personally?
Thriving means that for me, I enjoy the work I do, even though it's hard. I find that it's stretching me, building new muscles for me, letting me learn a lot along the way, new skills, new experiences, flexing my leadership styles. And that's how I feel that I'll thrive.
And what about your team? I mean, how is your team motivated through this whole intensity of and change, for that matter?
Of course, the team knows that being in a growth unit is never easy. Of course, Singtel, every unit has a different mission and no one is having an easy life.
Right.
But what they know, what they need to bring is that appetite to try new things, to take risks, experience uncertainty, and the outcome of it is they'll get to grow personally and contributing to the business. And when all works well, I should also be able to help them progress and move in the organization.
Yeah. So when last time we spoke, we talked about, thriving. It's not just getting awards or winning top performer awards. It's about being holistic. I mean, would you be able to share a little bit about that?
To thrive is beyond just work. There's so much interpersonal thing at work that we need to be mindful of. How you are building a team, what is the culture? Whenever your team member comes to work, how does he or she feel? Does she feel that she belongs? He or she feels safe, they are able to speak out, and they'll get the necessary support whenever they need. So that is another layer of safety that we need to provide to our team members, especially in the situation whereby we need to push them and to really achieve challenging outcomes at work.
If I come to work, I want to know if my team's got my back. How do you see it in the place?
Minimally, you must have each other's back.
Yeah.
Even we are from different parts of the finance team, or even when we are in different parts of the business. And I told them that you need to have your business back. You must help your business succeed. When the business succeeds, you will succeed. So I look at that, there's a personal target for myself as well, and it's also something for the team.
So we move along to the more human side of finance, right? There's always a misconception about what finance do. Can you help me debunk that?
I think that the traditional finance may be a lot about bookkeeping, reporting, checking on compliance, whether you follow all the procedures. That is still required. That I would say is a hygiene level that now I would believe my team spend like maybe 20-30% of the time.
Right.
But a lot of their time now is into areas that can drive impact. And let me share a bit more.
Yeah.
So first of all, there are insights from all these data points. So what are the insights they can bring to the business in helping them shape their operations, shape their strategy better? And a lot of times we also can see all the risks and opportunities coming up.
Right.
Sometimes we see from a different lens. Business may pick up certain opportunities, certain risks, but we could see different things from our end too.
Yeah.
So we bring that to the table, partner the business, and help them navigate this along the way, so that it's a more sustainable growth path, less surprises for the business.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, we could also plan out longer term growth to see whether it works.
Right.
Like in the digital InfraCo business, a lot of the projects are really long-term projects, heavy capex. So we have to work out, what does the business case look like? What is the up-down side look like?
Right.
And what if various things changes, the interest environment change, the market change and shifts? Do we have enough levers to still kind of de-risk or mitigate things that can come up? As we run the business, that can be like 20 years down the road.
I understand that you have a team of 49. I mean, you're busy. The team is busy thriving. How do you spend time to work with individuals? I mean, checking in on them?
outside the work-specific meetings, I will have like minimally monthly one-on-ones with my direct reports.
Right.
And then skip level with the rest of the team at least once a year. So all those one-on-one sessions are very meaningful because that we may not have a specific work agenda to talk about,
Right.
but really, talking to the other person, understanding the person, like how they are feeling, are they thriving, are they engaged, what are the challenges they have, and then usually you also spend a lot of time talking about the family, how are things back at home, what are the new hobbies, what's the next vacation, and I would say that I know what my team members are up to at a personal level, and I also very openly share with them. And I like to have this kind of moments to connect, but also take the chance to ask them, hey, what does the next level look like? What's the next area you want to attend? And then, of course, along the way, we can make tweaks to the scope and then balance out their workload to enable them to learn and to challenge themselves more. And then, of course, other than such meetings, a lot of time is whether you want to pay attention to the little moments, like say moments in office, whether it's at the pantry, whether it's just that in the lift, and or just walking around office, you can always find that little moments and say, hey, how are you doing? Hey, how is this thing that you have been working on? How do you feel? Oh, you just came back from the overseas marathon. How do you feel? How was it? So it's like taking those time to check in is very important. I may not have, like say, a lot of time to do this on one-on-one with everybody, but I pay a lot of attention to the energy level of the people. And sometimes my team really feedback to me and say, hey, you are so accurate. I say that, hey, somebody is looking a bit down. Is there something bothering you?
Got a sixth sense, right?
And then I call it like, I'll tell them, I think the light in the person's eye seems to have been slightly dimmer. Then we figure out, is it something at work? Is it something personal? How can we help them?
And these are the little moments that mean a lot to us as employees. So when you move that conversation to a little bit on the business side of things, we talk about change happening so rapidly. You mentioned about the AI, the data that you collect, the insights that you bring along. I mean, it could be disruption. It could be a disruption at an organizational level or at a business level, but it could also be a disruption on an individual level. I mean, would you have stories to tell?
So we are right smack in the digital age, whether it's the AI transformation, digitalization, and whether AI can replace jobs. And then what does it mean to people at a personal level then?
Yeah, of course.
So of course, the market also says that, accounting, finance can be one job that can be easily replaced. So then the challenge back to the team is, how do you make yourself irreplaceable? Right? I think AI has its merits to take over some of the jobs that are a bit more clunky, just repetitive, actually not much value add. I think then this part of the job we would love to give it to AI. And then we spend more time on the interpersonal, the business partnering, deriving deeper insights, and that should make them excited about coming to work. And how I do is that rather than scaring them that AI is going to take their job, I'll just ask them, which part of the job you don't like? Think about what AI can do for you. So I actually did this with the team. We spent like a half a day during one of our team building sessions going through a AI workshop. And then after that, I'll tell them in small teams that come give me your idea, pitch to me your ideas that what you want to do with AI in your business. Then with my direct reports, we sit down, we vote for certain projects that we're going for a pilot. I'm excited about it, and then they're excited about it.
So when you mentioned excitement, I could see that glow in your eyes. That's exactly what you were saying. And that will bring about a meaning. I think the way you talk about it, I want to know more about this. I mean, how do you help your team and yourself, of course, find that meaning at work? And what does it look like?
Personally, for myself, I find it meaningful when, of course, when my boss tells me that I've done a good job, or my peers coming to me, knowing that I've solved a problem for them, helped them showcase an idea that was previously not accepted, or when my team comes to me and tell me that they didn't believe that they could do something, and I've helped them along the journey. And all this means a lot to me. And then translating that into the team. Then it's of course how do I give that recognition to the team, whether it's in bite size along the way that hey, you're doing a good job. Let's see how we can help you get it there. or even at year-end appraisals, and just all the soft moments, the informal moments, to let them know that they're doing well. And the formal part will be then, how can I help them progress and do better in the organization?
I also want to focus a little bit about your professional life versus the things outside of work for you and for your team. I mean, you mentioned having coffee chats, one-on-one sessions. You understand what they do inside of work and outside of work. I just thought you might share a little bit or shed some light to me about what you do.
For me, I may not so clearly segregate the work or the personal life part.
Yeah.
I think it should be, I enjoy being at work, so I don't count work as work. I have friends at work. I enjoy the conversations we have,
right.
Sometimes the jokes we take on the side, and the fun stuff we share with each other. So, but we all only have 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
So to make the most meaningful part of it, I try to make my work and life and the things that I do outside work overlap.
As we look back, I mean, this conversation has been great. I want to bring this to a landing as well. I'm hoping you would share with us one big idea about why our listeners who have spent a couple of minutes listening to us, and what can they do to find that fulfillment, that meaning at their workplace.
I think first of all, embrace the idea that it can be fun at work. Yeah, learning is fun. Overcoming challenges with like-minded people in the team, fellow business teams, is fun and it's enriching. And then as you do that, going through that, then achieving business goals at the end of the day, it will become, you achieve something that is just beyond a paycheck, beyond whether it's a 8 to 5 p.m. kind of a routine.
Yeah.
And most importantly, you build up the relationships at work, your team. So I want to make my team feel like, they're part of a bigger family. Yeah, and then, we take care of each other, we help each other be better, the best version of ourselves, and then find fulfillment.
Yeah, so from what I'm hearing, right, as we wrap up, I'm hearing a very humanized perspective of what work should look like, what thriving at work can be, and how I can find meaning and purpose in the work that I do as part of the team. So thank you very much, Cyndi, for being here with me.
My pleasure, and thank you.
Thank you. As we say goodbye to all our listeners out there, thank you very much. See you soon.
Can cut here, cut there, huh? So hot here. You look at him like that.
This is recorded as part of the bloopers.
That one is like da 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 da.
That one really is like the
Meaning at work is the highlighted one I haven't landed.